Hi guys, today is Sunday and it's already 2:30 in the afternoon, and I already did some work in the backyard. And yesterday was election day for governor, so I still have ink on my finger. So anyway, today I'm going to show you my new pets in my fish room. And my new pets are the Australian red claw crayfish, and we're gonna talk a little bit about this type of crayfish, and also I'm gonna give you a little update on what I have now so far in my fish room. So a lot of my breeders now, I already moved to the backyard fish farm, so let's go. Okay, so here's my pair of flower horn. And I'll show you some of my other fish inside. Here, of course, I still have my discus tank, and there's some other kinds of fish here too. So I have different colors of blowfish, tetra, and what else? Those are panda colodoras. I have algae eaters here, and I still have two clown loaches here, and of course they're hiding somewhere there. I also have some young Bulgarian seal point angelfish here, so hopefully we can get some breeders here soon. So maybe 2 more months they'll be breeders already. I still have a few young angelfish here. So these are from my pair of smoky angelfish. Then there's one tricolor there, and I think there's one blushing right there. And of course I have some breeder glowfish tetras here, but I don't really have time right now to breed because I'm working during weekdays, and so I moved a lot of my breeders in the backyard. Here I have some beta fry. So they're too tiny. I don't know if you can see them, guys. Here I have young java ferns. Okay guys, so the main feature of this vlog is my Australian red claw crayfish. So, and they're hiding there. So I just did a water change, guys. So let me tell you about my setup here. This is just a 20-gallon tank, and as you can see, I didn't fill it all the way to the top because this crayfish are known to be great scape artists, so you don't really want to fill it up to the top. And you have to be careful if you have other stuffs in the aquarium where they can climb, so you have to be careful with that. So I just did a water change, and also what else I have here in the tank. I have a corner filter there, it's just a sponge filter, and I have an air stone here, so they need aeration. And if you can see, those are pieces of small pieces of PVC pipes, according to as suggested by the breeder where we got this crayfish from. They suggest to use 2-inch diameter PVC pipes, and the length can be like 6 inches. So as for the water, they said they're just using water directly from their faucet, and they've been doing that for 3 years now, they said. But they also said that you just have to be careful to and know if the water in your vicinity is okay, meaning the chlorine content is not that high. So here in our place, I know that there's not much chlorine in the water, but I still use water conditioner whenever I do a water change. So, and this setup right here is just temporary. I might move them outdoors to a concrete pond or tubs, or maybe aquariums that I have in the backyard. So, but for now, I just want to closely monitor them, because I just got them recently. I got them I think 5 days ago. So what I have here, actually what I have here supposedly are 2 trios, and 1 trio means 1 male and 2 females, but I'm not sure if I have 2 males here, because according to the breeder, the males have the red patch on its claws, but when I checked this, I only saw 1 with the red patch, and I'm gonna show that to you later. So I don't know if one of the males is just young, because also one information that I gathered about that red patch, and that's why they're called red claw crayfish. So the males have that red patch on its claw. So, but like I said, I only saw 1 with the red patches, and I don't know if the other male is just young, and we're gonna talk about it later again as I show you the pairs that I already separated, so from these other crayfish. So because according to the breeder, and also from my own research too, if these crayfish are still young, you may not be able to see the red patches yet, but you can already tell the male and the female, even if they are juveniles or young. And I'll show you later. Actually, this will be the first time that I will look into that detail too. So how to determine the male and the female red claw crayfish if they are not yet fully matured, or if the male doesn't show that red patch yet. So, and also while we're here, according to my research, as far as diet, they are omnivorous. and even the breeder told us that they will eat, like anything you throw to the bottom of the tank. But as of now, and one of the food which they mentioned to us is the PO1. So if you're a fish keeper here in the Philippines, I'm sure you know what PO1 or PO2 or PO3 or PO4 means. So, and they basically look like this. They are granular fish food, and the PO1, PO2, PO3, PO4, they just differ from the sizes. And the PO1, of course, is the smallest size. And so far right now, I have not tried feeding them yet with other food. So, but maybe soon I'll try to give them other type of food. So, and I'll also try if I can breed them, because according to my research too, between 6 to 12 months old, they should be ready for breeding. And as for the lifespan, they can live up to like 4 or 5 years. And so the female can lay eggs from 100 to 1000 eggs, and I think it's depending on the size of the female too, or the age of the female. And the brooding period is 6 weeks to 10 weeks. So it's about an average of 2 months. Okay, so now let me show you the pair which I already separated from the rest of the crayfish here, and let's look at them so I can show you closely how the male and the female look like. Okay, now guys, let's look at the pair of crayfish closely. So this pair right here, so just by looking at them from top, we can already tell which one is the male and the female. But this only applies, I think, if they're matured already. So see, this one is the male. So if you look at the claw, there's a red patch on its claw. So right there, so there's a red patch there. So in the female doesn't have that, guys. So there's the female doesn't have a red patch on its claw. But what if they're still on a juvenile stage? If they're still young, you're not gonna be able to see that red patch on the males. So but even at young stage or juvenile stage, you can still tell the male from the female. So if they're still young and you cannot see yet the red patch on the male, so what you need to do is you have to look at the underside of the crayfish. So, and it says that the male has an L-shaped appendages. So let's see if we can show that here. So this is the male, guys, and like I said, right now we can already tell without looking at the underside, because we can already see the red patch right there. See the red patch on the claw? That's the male. Okay, but if they're still young, you're not gonna be able to see the red patch. So, but in my research, you should be able to see an L-shaped appendage here. I don't know if you can see that right there, guys, on the last pair of legs right there. You can see there's two pointed thing there. So that's the male. Also, if I may combine like the information that I have gathered, so the female also, like if you count from the last pair of legs here, 1 2 3, there you'll see like 2 circles there, right there, and we'll look at that, and we'll look at the female. So here you have to look at those 2 L-shaped appendages right there. Oops, sorry. So right there. So the male has those L-shaped appendages. So if they're still young, you can still tell if they're male by looking at that. Okay. And then the female, of course, the female doesn't have that. So here's the female. So there's no, okay, there's no L shape here, guys. So if you look at the last pair of legs right there, okay, the last pair of legs there, guys, you're not gonna be able to see those 2 pointed thing right there. And also, if you count from this last pair of legs here, pair 1, pair 2, pair 3, see those, sorry, you can see those round spots there on the female, and the male doesn't have the kind of round spot there. Okay, guys, so it's hard to handle this crayfish. It's trying to bite me. But anyway, guys, I hope you learned something from this video. So here again is the male. Let's look at the male again. So we count 1 2 3. Look at the third pair of legs, and I'm counting from here. So 1 2 3. So there's no round spots there on those part of the legs, but he has this 2 pointed thing sticking out here on the very base of the first pair of legs here. And I just counted from here. That's why I said the first pair from here. So there's 2 pointed things sticking out there. So, and on my research, they call it the L-shaped appendages. So that's the male. So if they're matured enough and you're gonna be able to see the color, the red patch on the claw, so that's the male. But if they're still young, you gotta look at the underside. So if you see those 2 pointed thing there, that's the male, and the female doesn't have those pointed thing or those L-shaped appendages. So there you go, guys. Hope you learned something from this video. If you have any comment or suggestion, any question, I will try to answer. So, and to those who already subscribed to my channel, thank you very much, guys. And to those who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to share to you helpful information each time I upload a new video. And I'm also always welcome for friendly comments and suggestions. And of course, I'm also trying to learn more in this hobby, especially right now. This is new to me, so but I'll definitely give you an update video with regards to this Australian red claw crayfish. So thank you very much, guys, and see you on my next video. Bye, have a great weekend.